Does your strumming still feel stiff or robotic? Let's fix this. I've picked 5 very different iconic songs, each with a rhythm pattern that will make your playing sound instantly more musical. From Reggae Skanks to Wonderwall's Roll, these tunes will give you groove, feel and timing, even if you're just getting started. Brown Eyed Girl. It's built on the famous down, down, up, down, up pattern. If you can nail this, you'll unlock tons of other songs. Playing the rhythm muted first, we have down, down, up, down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Here's a pro tip, keep your right hand moving like a pendulum, even when you're not hitting the strings. This motion is what makes it sound smooth, not just the chord changes. I'll play the strumming pattern through 4 times in a row so you can see that in action. It also helps with counting and staying in time. 3, 4. Introducing the chords for the first part of this song so you can get a feel for the rhythm in context. We play G, then C, then back to G, and then to D. I'll play it through slowly to begin with, and then at the speed of the song. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll notice that I go to change chord on the last upbeat on the 4 ands. This is a common rhythm trick in guitar strumming. Now, if Brown Eyed Girl's about the flow, this next one's about the groove. Stir It Up by Bob Marley. The guitar is super clear in the mix so you can hear exactly what's happening and it's perfect to play along to. Stir it up. Little darling, we're using 3 simple chords, A, D, and E. So we can really concentrate on the strumming. We'll mute our strings with a fretting hand and practice hitting the down-up strokes on beats 2 and 4 hands. You'll instantly hear that laid-back feel. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We'll tweak this rhythm as we go. Next, we're going to add in the chords. So starting on A, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Reggae is all about rhythm and space. You're not filling every beat, you're making the groove feel laid back and cool. When you get this down, your rhythm instantly feels 10 times lighter because you're learning to leave room. In order to get a tighter, more percussive and trebly feel like you can hear in the song, we need to control the strings more now with our strumming hand. To do this, we bring the palm laid across the strings on its side up towards the bridge. And what we want to do is maintain a light contact when we're strumming those chords. So you can still hear the chord tones ringing out, but they're very much controlled and slightly muted. And then we can mute the strings fully when we need the silence on beats 1 and 3. And then to speed, 3, 4. Here's a little extra nugget. If you've got to grips with that and you're grooving along, we can tweak this even further. That classic reggae sound, majority uses triads. So if you want it to sound even more like the song and really push your rhythm, we can play the A here, starting on the 9th fret, play the D, starting on the 10th fret, and play the E, starting on the 12th fret. Let's jam through that one time. 2, 3, 4. Once you've got that reggae bounce, let's jump into a campfire classic, the pattern so many guitarists learn first. It's a 16th note, 2-bar pattern with that classic rolling Oasis feel. We play with a capo on fret number 2 and we play the muted rhythm first so we can really dig in and get used to it. 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Adding in the chords, E minor 7, G, D sus4, A sus4. As you will notice, these two fingers remain on the strings for the whole time to get that tenacious sound ringing through. The trick that nails it fully is to understand that the chord changes mostly happen on the up strums, other than the original chord E minor 7. Let's have a listen through to that. 3 E and a 4 E and a. Playing the rhythm now at full speed, 4 times around the chord progression. Play along with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. From Oasis to something with way more bite, let's talk about percussive strumming and the sprinkling of the Bo Diddley beat. This one is a rhythm playground. Katie Tunstall's Black Horse and a Cherry Tree. You're not just strumming your guitar, you're turning it into a bit of a drum kit. Similar to Wonderwall, this is a 16th note, 2-bar rhythm. We're not going to play it with muted strings first because it actually includes percussive mutes, and that's going to get way too confusing. The 2 chords we need for the intro, the verses, the main rhythm riff of the song are E minor and B7. We use both hands to mute in this rhythm, but we're going to focus on the fretting hand because that can provide us with both types of mute we need. The other hand can come in and reinforce those when you've got the fretting hand sorted out. To start off with, play the E minor chord, let it ring out, and then get these 2 fingers, the ring finger and pinky, to just drop down onto your 6 strings to give you a percussive mute. The next style mute we have is just these 2 fingers dropping down to provide silence. So we have E minor, click, E minor, silence. Slowly playing through the rhythm with the details on the screen. The space means silence. The X means clicky percussive mute. 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and Moving from E minor to B7, this bar's the exact same rhythm, but it's split half between B7 and E minor. The way we mute the B7 chord, because we don't have fingers to spare in the time frame, is we strum the chord, raise the fingers off the fretboard to mute the strings that they're sitting on, so they're still in contact with the strings, but you can hear there's still the open B string ringing out. So we need to catch that by laying our fingers a little bit flatter to stop that from ringing out. So lift them up a bit and drop them slightly. The first part of the bar again plays 1 E and 2 E and We then jump to the E minor chord to play the end. So doing that second bar, I'm going to play the whole 2-bar sequence a little bit slower than the song. 3, 4. If you want that tight percussive groove, this is the song to practice. I'll play this faster still, and then finally at the speed of the song. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now to the full speed, play along with me, 4 times round, 3, 4. There's a little bit of a swing to it, so when I'm playing, if you have a good listen and emulate the feel of that rhythm, you can hear some of the notes have a slight drag to them. And finally, let's slow it right down and learn the art of feel. Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. Just 2 chords, we're in 6/8 time, and it's all about feel. We're going to dance this rhythm like a slow waltz. Playing this with a muted rhythm first to get the feel. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. There are variations as the song plays, but if you take this as the foundation and work on the easy feel and dynamics first, we introduce the A chord and the B minor chord. You can play the B minor bar or the open, slightly more resonating B minor 7. The magic in this is really in the 6/8 rhythm. The rolling strum's perfect for learning how to play with space and emotion. Let's look at playing those chords around a few times in a row now and really play with the lightness of touch to let that emotion speak volumes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. That's the one that really oozes the emotion. Loop those 2 chords round and play with soft versus stronger strumming. Remember, strumming isn't about speed or fancy chords. It's about groove. Start with these 5 and your playing will be instantly more musical. In this lesson, I talk you through 5 specific strumming techniques. This will really elevate your rhythm further. I'll see you next time.